forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Witzel. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's the handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But, David, now you've got to go out and prove it. And I know this team has been very hungry and very excited to finally do that today.
Yeah, and you're the #1 team, so you're getting a lot of pats on the back. And I think the coach is going to be like, all right, listen, let's go earn this. This team has done nothing. We haven't earned anything. Today starts that march where we get to earn something.
Handoff from the gun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Mayo. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the 1st down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Shakes off the defender. Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Witzel. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. First down, 10 yards to go.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll try the run. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Dangerous screen into traffic. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Got it behind the line. It's Gonzalez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going quickly. Going to swing it on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Lost a throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's up to 57 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block the run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got an open man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's caught downfield. They'll immediately call timeout. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. From the gun. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go to the ground. Shot down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go right back to it. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State went scorching earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
On the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run.
Which is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking to pass. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down through possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to him. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's got his man. Turns on the jet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Going right to work up top. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in this.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quick completion on the out. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Firing to the right, complete. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback, but when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove.
Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab for a big play. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's good for a Fighting Texas.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Texas A&M 49, Michigan 31.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught, close to the marker. It's Mayo. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the result. that last play. Second and goal for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the give off the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Aggie! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Swings it out to his running back. Got enough space. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Mayo. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires to the right. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Texas A&M.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That's got it. Touchdown Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Coming into